Down where the river bends under the sign oaks, we etched our names in the bark beneath heaven's wide cloak. Your laugh was a melody danced on the summer air. In that old dusty town we hadn't a single care. The porch light flickered soft as the day kissed the dark. That's where my heart lives still, where the river bend fell apart. Dreams of the lovers they used to know. Under those starlit skies, my lonely soul does start to wander back to you, where the river bend fell apart. Seasons turned the pages, the oaks began to moan. Your scarf caught on the wind, soon I was all alone. The trails we walked turned faint, cabins fell to decay. Gravel roads lead nowhere since you've gone away. Saddles gathered dust like the echoes in my heart, left yearning for the days before the river bend fell apart. Quiet gaze, whispering of old sorrows and the price that love pays. My soul's caught in the drift, tethered to a broken cart, always riding back to where the river bend fell apart. In the twilight's embrace, I feel your gentle touch fade. Just a ghost in the breeze, another memory shade. Alone with rain on my weathered cheek, it starts another storm I weather since the river bend fell apart. So let the river run wild, let it carry my cries apart, through whispering winds, over lands vast and stark. And if you're listening still in the quiet of your heart, meet me at the dusk where our river bend fell apart. Just two shadows merge as the day turns to dark, silhouettes of a love by the river that fell apart. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, by the gravel road where our hearts went strong, we carved our names in the old porch wood, under sky so vast, swore we always would. But the wind's got a way of wearing down stone, and the dust too thick where I now roam alone. Backroad died young, left the wildflowers unsung. That old cabin's empty like the words on my tongue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore. Every mile I ride I'm missing you more. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Backroad died young, and I'm barely holding on. I've seen rain wash the old tracks clear, and the saddles worn from those bold yesteryears. The echoes fade down Mustang Creek. No laughter floats, no whispers speak. Where we once danced, the shadows now fall, with nothing but silence for an old cowhand's call. Backroad died young, left the wildflowers unsung. That old cabin's empty like the words on my tongue. rides trails of a lonesome song. Backroad died young, and I'm barely holding on. If these boots could tread back through time, I'd find that dusty path where your hand slipped from mine. Maybe under that endless prairie sky, I'd tell you all the things I couldn't before goodbye. Backroad died young, with our dreams left hung on a branch of that oak where our song was sung. Now every nightfall your absence I mourn, by the ghost of that back road where our love was born. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Backroad died young, where I'll always belong. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river bends, I first saw her silhouette as the daylight met its end. She wore a scarf of crimson against the winter's bite. Beneath that ancient oak, we found love and fading light. Now the trails turn cold, where we once walked bold, and the oak leaves whisper secrets in the wind. So my heart a lonesome saddle, no rider to hold, on that lost trail turned cold. Oh, that lost trail turned cold. Years passed like the dust kicked up by Roman steeds. The town we love now shadows overtaken by the weeds. Her laughter once filled every corner of the saloon, now just echoes across the barroom under a mournful moon. The trails turn cold, where we danced untold, past the old porch creaking, tales now never told. My dreams like rivers run, but never as bold, on that lost trail turned cold. Oh, that lost trail turned cold. On a gravel road I wander, under skies turning gray, each step a memory fading like the sunset's last ray. What's lost is never found, as the night claims the gold. In the heart of a cowboy where his tale is slowly told. So the trails turn cold, my love story sold to the whispering pines, and the night so bitterly cold. I ride alone, the story of love old, on that lost trail turned cold. Forever lost trail turned cold. And the dust settles soft on the path I once rode, where memories like rain in my soul ever flowed. Goodbye, sweet love, your tale forever told, on that lost trail turned cold. That forever lost trail turned cold.
In the hush of dawn, neath the chapel sky, I found a cabin where the bluebirds fly. Old porch creaking as the oak trees sigh, her scarf still hanging where she waved goodbye. Her eyes echoes of the prairie wind, whisper secrets of what might have been. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, in the heart of the dust I find my home. Years of wander like rivers through plains, old saddles worn under sunset's flames. Rain on the roof sounds just like her name. In each thunder roll, her laughter remains. Her eyes echoes of the prairie wind, whisper secrets of what might have been. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, in the heart of the dust I find my home. Under starlit skies, the coyotes cry, each howl a slice of an age gone dry. Mighty are the mountains, yet silent grief. In the shadows I chase my relief. Through sorrow into the light. Like a ghost on the gravel road I roam, with her echoes in my heart. I'm never alone. In the dimming glow of day's last fire, the echoes fade but never tire. On this lonesome trail where dreams unwind, her eyes the echoes forever enshrined.
Down by the old dry riverbed, where the oak trees guard the dead, I sat with dusty bones of the past. Your scarf, the one as blue as the dusk, wrapped around my flask. Oh, whiskey, listen as the wind whispered through the grass. Whiskey, listen, while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a teardrop, but in the silence of the pouring rain, it's your voice I can't find. The cabin stands on the edge of time, its porch warm with the tales entwined. I see us dancing, shadows in the flame, but now the hearth is cold like the bed where I lay my name. The gravel roads washed out, the trails overgrown, where once we rode together, now I ride alone. Whiskey, listen, while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a tear dry. But in the silence of the pouring rain, it's your voice I can't find. Under the wide brim of night and stars, I've whispered secrets to the skies. The land knows the hard scars, the truth behind the eyes. Whiskey's warmth is the ghost of your touch. In this lonely world, it's never quite enough. Whiskey listened as I tried to confess all the words buried deep in this cowboy's chest. The trail might fade under the setting sun's gold, but your memory's the warmth in the cold. Whiskey listens and the night understands that some love stories are just written in the sands.
In a valley where the oak trees shadow the road lies a cabin with its timber silver like old bones. Through that doorway walked a love as wild as the land under moonlight. We swore forever, scarves on our hands. Oh, the wind sang through the spaces she once filled. That old house, carved with names now gone still. Echoes of laughter under rafters where my heart lays. On the porch of broken dreams, through the sun's dying rays. Years have wandered like the rivers change their course. Empty saddles, dust settles with no remorse. Where her laughter hung like rain in thirsty air, now just whispers and a faded scarf left on that chair. Oh, the wind sang through the spaces she once filled. That old house, carved with names now gone still. Echoes of laughter under rafters where my heart lays. On the porch of broken dreams, through the sun's dying rays. And I've seen sunsets bleed and fade into the night, but her eyes, that fire still burns too bright. In this quiet town where memories roam like ghosts, I'm just a shadow, in love with what I miss the most. Oh, the wind sing, but my heart's grown cold and mild. Still that old house carved keeps me beguiled. A rider alone, trails fading into the dusk. With every whisper of the wind, I feel the pulse of lost musk. So I'll sit here where old oaks weep and time is blurred, in the silence with my sorrow, echoes unheard. In the old house carved where my watching horizons, holding on to forgotten days.
By the rusted gate at Johnson's farm, there once we swore to stay. Underneath that gnarled oak's arm, where night chased out the day. Your scarf a slash of sunset caught, the breeze would gently sway. In those shadows love was taught, but time pulls threads away. Oh, how the winds did moan through the chinks of lonely walls, whispering tales of a heart grown cold, where once fiery passion calls. Every creak of that old porch swing, like footsteps in empty halls. Rusted gate, my heart's closing, where your echo softly falls. With the turning seasons, the creek beds dry, and so did your tender grace. The trails once trod with youthful stride, now a fading trace. That old cabin holds the laughter and the tears I can't erase. On gravel roads forever after, I ride from our lost embrace. Oh, how the winds did moan through the chinks of lonely walls, whispering tales of a heart grown cold, where once fiery passion calls. Every creak of that old porch swing, like footsteps in empty halls. Rusted gate, my heart's closing, where your echo softly falls. In the dust where hoof prints settle beneath the weeping willow's frame, I find the strength to face the pedal, though my heart bears the flame. Memories like rain on tin, a rhythm none can tame. Love's a game of lose or win, but never feels the same. Oh, how the wind still moan through the chinks of what remains. A cowboy soul turned to stone, wandering love's old plains. Every creak of that old porch swing, a reminder of the chains. Rusted gate forever swinging in the heartland's quiet refrain. In the shade of the old oak tree, by the creek where we once lay, I found a faded scarf you wore, now colors turned to gray. The wildlands whisper through the grass, where our laughter used to sound. A lone cabin stands beneath the hill, where our dreams were tightly bound. But now the wind sings lonesome through the sagewood, thin and dry. Moonlight dances on the gravel road, where we said our last goodbye. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red, like the heart I can't reclaim. For in the dust of trails long gone, all that's left your name. Years rode by on thundering hooves, over stones that mark the miles. The town's old porch creaks underfoot, echoing the missing smiles. Your laughter's just a ghost now, in the shadows that I roam. This wanderer's heart beneath white skies, forever doomed to roam.
Still the wind sings lonesome through the sagewood thin and dry. Moonlight fades on the lonely roads where we said our last goodbye. Every star a piercing reminder of the eyes that match their gleam, lost in the dust of trails long gone, buried in a dream. Sometimes late at night, I swear I hear the whisper of your voice floating across the valleys, making my weary heart rejoice. But dawn breaks harsh on hills of silence, each day reborn anew, with nothing but the ache inside and memories of you. So I'll ride on with the sunset, my shadow long and lean, chasing echoes of what we were and places we've once been. Though the wind still sings through sagewood and the road stretches behind, the hardest trails are those we walk in the memories left behind. In the dust of trails long gone, my heart forever confined.
In the shadow of a pine, where the wildflowers sway, we etched our names in a heart deep in the grave. Underneath that tree, on a bed of fallen leaves, promises were whispered as the dust clung to our sleeves. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray, ever since that pine and you walked away. Years have rolled like rivers neath the moon's watchful gaze. Old porch creaks alone, reminiscing better days. The saddle hangs untouched, dust gathers on its skin, a testament to rides and the trails we wander in. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray, ever since that pine and you walked away. The gravel road's still there, it leads to nowhere now. Echoes of your laughter are shadows in the plow. I tread that path in dreams, find the tree that knew our names, only to awake to the whispering ghost that remains. Oh, the pine tree walked away like the dreams that break a day. No more whispers in the leaves, no more words left to say. And as the stars appear, I feel the night reclaim the place where once a pine and love knew my name.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay, by the bend where we used to swim. The old shotgun house now just a shade, whispers of the love that's grown dim. Her scars dance like wildflowers in breeze on the porch where secrets softly spoke. Now just creaks in an empty seas where laughter used to kindle and stow. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night. Shotgun forgot, but I recall every whisper, each twilight fight. Her silhouette in the doorway tall. Rain taps the roof in a rhythm lost. Memories in every dust swirled gust. Heartache's the price, oh what a cost. Left with this ache, a wanderer's trust. The gravel road wears a weary path. Cabin windows stare blank and wide. Echoes of her wild loving laugh, now just shadows where silence by. Once we roamed through the wildlands free, two souls untamed like the rivers flow. Now I wander alone, just me, drifting where the cold winds blow. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night. Shotgun forgot, but I remember all. Each tender kiss, every fiery fight. Her footsteps echoing in the hall. Rain sings lullabies of days now past, under skies vast, feeling her touch. Love's just a shadow that couldn't last. Left with this yearning, it's all too much. Under the weeping willow I see dreams are like leaves falling away. What I'd give for one more plea, a chance to right what went astray. Oh, how the sunsets bleed into night. Shotgun forgot, but my heart knows every ending tucked out of sight, in the land where the lonely wind blows. Rain washes tracks, but not the pain. Paths we once walked turn to rust, in every sunset's crimson stain. I find a piece of forgotten trust. Shotgun forgot, but a cowboy remembers. In every whisper, carried by the embers. Out by where the oak tree shadows fell, down a dusty trail, where my heart did dwell. We carved our names in the bark so old, laughed beneath the sky, bold and gold. But that creek where we'd sit and hold whispered of the time when love would fold. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon under that bruised twilight sky. My scarf still holds the scent of your sweet lost embrace, as the wind sings a lonesome through this forsaken place. Years rolled by like a fast-moving storm. Life stripped the land where our dreams were born. The cabin stands, but it's empty inside, like the hollow echo of my pride. Where once was laughter, silence now abides in the shadows of love that the twilight hides. turn cold, my darling, like your goodbye echoes in the canyon under that bruised twilight sky. My saddle's worn and my heart bears the scars of nights chasing you like a moth to the stars. Sometimes I think I hear you call over the ridge when the night shadows fall, but it's just the wind through the porch it weaves, stirring up memories like autumn leaves. Oh, the creek turned cold and so have I, beneath the endless unyielding sky. Letting go yet holding on to the whisper of your song as the trail fades out where love went wrong. Yes, the creek turned cold, but the story's told in the dust kicked up and the sunset bow. Out by the old Dixon line, where the oak tree stands alone, I carved our names inside a heart now overthrown by stone. The prairie wind whispers through the grass, a soft and sorrowed tone. It's where I last held you close for this life I roam. But the fence fades under the weight of years, just like the love we lost, drowned in silent tears. And every sunset bleeds a color I once knew, out where the wild heart grieves beneath the sky so blue. These boots have wandered far since the porch light dimmed out, past empty cabins, down gravel roads filled with doubt. The saddle's worn, the scarf you gave is frayed along the edge. Every trail I ride, a fading line, a broken pledge. The fence fades under the weight of years, just like the love we lost, drowned in silent tears. And every sunset bleeds a color I once knew, out where the wild heart grieves beneath the sky so blue. In the quiet towns where shadows lay their claim, I feel you like the soft, forgiving rain. Yet I wander still, a ghost among the dust, chasing echoes of a love in the winds I trust. Yes, the fence fades, swallowed by the land, like my heart's lines, drawn in the shifting sand as the darkness feeds on the last light's view. I'm holding on to a memory forever lost to you. As the fence fades, and so do I, beneath the mournful endless sky. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, you whispered words of love, soft and low. Beneath that ancient tree, we swore eternity, but like the river bends, you slipped away from me. The porch still creaks, the door still moans, haunted by the love the heart once known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind I hear your laugh, echoing down old gravel paths. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had, where once our laughter filled the dusty street. Now silence lays thick and deep. The cabin stands empty by the weeping willow sway, wood worn soft by many a day. The trails we walked are overgrown, lost to time, like the love we've known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind I hear your laugh, echoing down old gravel paths. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had. Under the vast unyielding sky, I've come to learn how goodbye can be a whisper or a tear, something lost between the fear and the love. And every night when stars above shine, I search for you in their divine design. Love rode through, but it rides no more, just echoes in the wind, the creaking floor. With every sunset, every starlit trail, I feel the weight of a love that's still so frail, yet in the vastness, in the crimson hue, I've learned to live with the ghost of you.
Shadow of the old oak tree on Lonely Hill, where the sun painted gold on your hair so still. We carved our names young and bold into the bark now weathered and old. The scarf you left, it dances still, caught on a branch in the chilly hills wild. Oh, lonely hill turned cold as season stole your smile. Each sunset bleeds memories across a mile. Your laughter echoes neath the starlit dome. In the whisper of the wind, I'm forever home. But home ain't warm without your hand to hold, since Lonely Hill turned so bitterly cold. Years roll like thunder across these plains wide. The old porch creaks with stories it can't hide. I roam through ghost towns where our dreams lay spent, down gravel roads with my heart relent. The cabin sits empty, our plans undone, beneath fading trails where once we'd run. Oh, lonely hill turned cold as season stole your smile. Each sunset bleeds memories across a mile. Your laughter echoes neath a starlit dome. In the whisper of the wind, I'm forever home. But home ain't warm without your hand to hold,
turned so bitterly cold. If these winds could carry my weary voice back through, would they whisper my regrets gentle to you? For every step away seems a lifetime of return to the burn of that sunset where my heart still yearns. So lonely hill stays cold under heaven's vast embrace. I find solace in the dust, in the open empty space, forever bound to the land where shadows cast. On lonely hill where love lives in the past. But I'll hold on to the cold, as it's all that I can hold, since lonely hill turned so sacredly, sorrowfully cold.
Where the morning sky bleeds, a memory hangs on the breeze. Under the oaks, timeless shade, where once upon a summer's day, your laughter mingled with the wind, and the horizon promised no end. Now each sunset bleeds a deeper red on gravel roads where my heart treads. The wind whispers your name in vain through the rustling leaves, the echo of my pain in the shadow of our old porch swing. The dusk recalls your silver earrings gleam. The trail's grown over, the cabin's bare. Dust collects on the life we share. The saddle's worn where you'd ride beside, now just prairie grass and the endless sky. The rain taps soft on the window pane, like teardrops tracing silent blame. Now each sunset bleeds a deeper red on gravel roads where my heart treads. The wind whispers your name in vain through the rustling leaves, the echo of my pain in the shadow of our old porch swing. The dusk recalls your silver earrings gleam. Oh, how the wildlands stretch so wide, yet in their vastness nowhere to hide from the ghost of your tender ways that haunts my drifting lonesome days. So let the sunset bleed away, while in the dust my memories lay. Though the sky fades from gold to blue, my heart can't shed the hue of you. Underneath the morning sky, where love once lived, it never dies. Out where the oak tree shadows lay, long into dusk,
I found a scarf you left, now faded threads of musk, by the old log cabin where our initials are still carved. A letter waits in silence, edges worn and starred. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm riding through dreams I can't hold. Gravel roads, they've shifted just like time's cruel hand. The saddle's worn and brittle where once it made a stand. That porch we'd sit just waiting for the rain to bless the land. Now it only echoes one set of boots and a solitary man. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm lost in dreams that I can't hold. Underneath the weeping willow, I confess to stars above how the heart can hold such spaces filled with endless love. But the shadows grow in corners where your laughter used to stray. And in the stillness of the night my soul just drifts away. Oh, the winds, they sing of you down the empty, endless trails where our memories roam like shadows hidden deep in veils. Each sunset's a reminder of the love that had to fall. And every night I'm riding, haunted by the cold. A letter waits unread, my dear, where tears and time prevail. In the heart of a lonesome cowboy riding the lonely trail.
Shadow of the oak where the wild river's been, I first saw her face in the light of dawn's ascent. The wind whispered secrets through her flowing hair, as if the heavens knew it was more than I could bear. The lonely cabin walls of memories where our laughter danced on a cold morning that died young, where we once chanced. Now moan, calling me back to what I've known. Underneath this endless sky I roam, with a heart that beats and a love outgrown. Cold morning died young, but the pain lingers on. In the echoes of the dusk my heart's withdrawn. Turn like the pages of a dusty, worn-out book. The trails we walked are overgrown, no second look. That old porch swing sways creaking with my every solitary stride. Where we once sat close, now just shadows there reside. The scarf she left still smells of lilac dreams, fading like the sunsets
into silent silver streams. Oh, how the lonely winds now moan, calling me back to what I've known. Underneath this endless sky I roam, with a heart that beats and a love outgrown. Cold morning died young, but the pain lingers on. In the echoes of the dusk my heart's withdrawn. On gravel roads I wander, with her whispers in the rain. An old saddle for a companion, bearing all my pain. What's left is just a cowboy, a shadow in the dust, living on the memories of a lost and tender trust. Oh, how the lonely winds now moan, each call a memory overthrown. Beneath this boundless bleeding sky I roam, holding on to a love that's dead and gone. Cold morning died young, as all dreams must, but in the heart of a cowboy, love never turns to dust. In the shadow of the oak where wild daisies grow, I heard her laughter mingle with the breeze so low. Underneath that sky as wide as a dreamer's heart, we carved our names, not just a faded part. Her scarf a splash of red against the dust, fluttering like a flag, surrender to its trust. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves, her whispers thin. From the saddle to the porch, where empty swings sway, her echo wanders in the dusk, where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. Peeled away the paint from that old wooden door where laughter used to live. Now silence grips the floor, the path we walk now overtaken by the weeds. Lost tracks like my heart, choked by unspoken needs. The cabin holds the cold like the bed keeps the shape of her window. Stare blank like eyes that remember how we were. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves, her whispers thin. From the saddle to the porch, where empty swings sway, her echo wanders in the dusk, where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. How the river knows to bend inside, holding reflections of a cloudless sky, but in its depths it hides a stone so sharp, just like the pieces of my broken heart. Her voice fell apart like rain through my hands, fading footprints in soft sinking sands, through whiskey dreams and the cold night's embrace. In every shadow I still search her face. Now every starfall reminds me of the start. Her voice fell apart, and so did my heart.
out past where the creek bends low, on the shadow of the oak, lies a trail we carved worn deep, but whispers only winds evoke. That old porch still holds your laugh in the creaks of weathered wood, where we'd watch the sun dip down, dreaming more than we ever should. Oh my dear, the trail's gone cold, the leaves have turned their shape, and every sunset bleeds the same. The colors of your scarf now fade, in the silence of the empty cabins, echoes of our love remain, like dust left floating in the beam of the lonely lantern's flame. Gravel roads knew our names, in the dust our tales are spun, but seasons turned as you did walk into the setting sun. Now the saddle hangs untouched, the bridle lays without a hand. I roam these quiet towns alone, a shadow stretching with the land. Oh my dear, the trail's gone cold, the leaves have turned their shade, and every sunset bleeds the same. The colors of your scarf now fade, in the silence of the empty cabins, echoes of our love remain, like dust left floating in the beam of the lonely lantern's flame. Rain falls soft on old tin roofs, like tears I've learned to hide, yet every drop that touches earth stirs your memory inside. As the thunder rolls across the plains and lightning strikes the heart, I find solace in the storm, where you and I aren't far apart. Oh my dear, the trail's gone cold, and I'm worn like the leather freight, but in every whispered wind I hear the songs we once played, through the windswept valleys and over mountains draped in snow. I wander with your ghost along the lost trail carved where echoes never go.
In the shadow of an old oak tree, where our names were carved for eternity, the sunset bleeds through the leaves like fire. Memories whisper on the breeze, a choir under that oak. On the soft dirt floor we swore our forever near the old porch door. But seasons turn as they always do, and under those branches only one shadow grew. Silence bleeds in this dusty heart, winds carry voices while we're apart. The trails grow cold as the night draws in, lost in the echoes of what might have been. Gravel roads where we once rode side by side, now just empty tracks where my sorrows hide. That cabin where laughter once filled the air stands hollow, the hearth cold and bare. Your scarf still hangs by the old wood chair, its colors faded like the love we share. The rain taps soft on the window pane, rhythm to the tears, the sorrow, the pain. Silence bleeds in this dusty heart, winds carry voices while we're apart. The trails grow cold as the night draws in, lost in echoes of what might have been. Sometimes the quiet speaks louder than words, in the rustle of leaves, in the flight of the birds. I wander these hills with my heart laid bare, searching for signs of a love that was there. Silence bleeds, oh, it cuts so deep. Through the whispers of love we promised to keep. As I walk these roads under fading skies, I see your smile in the sunrise. Yet in this quiet where I roam and tread, I carry your love and the silence bleeds. Yes, the silence bleeds where my heart still